love it. It's the music and the moves no one can forget. Elvis Presley capturing the hearts of fans even years after his tragic death. One person who knew him better than most was his stepbrother, David Stanley. And he's here just to talk to us about a book that he's released about their relationship called My Brother Elvis. A very personal story, gives a perspective of the legendary singer that few ever knew. And David is with us now. I really find this really interesting here, that you had this perspective on him that people really didn't have. First of all, tell me about the first time that you met Elvis.
Well, I first met Elvis in 1960, and I was only a 4-year-old little boy. My mother and father divorced when I was a kid, and when my mother remarried, she married Vernon Presley, Elvis Presley's widowed father. So Vernon Presley became my stepfather, making Elvis my stepbrother, and I moved in to the Graceland Mansion in 1960. Now, when I moved in, didn't know what a hound dog was, had no clue, didn't know what an Elvis Presley was. What I do remember about that first day is Elvis had just got back from the service. He was only 24 years old, and he saw us 3 boys. I have 2 older brothers, Billy and Ricky, and he came over and he picked us up and he gave us a hug and he welcomed us into his family, which is saying a lot for him because he loved his mother, and she died in 58. Now his father, Vernon's remarried to my mother. A little reluctant toward her at the beginning, but for us, he knew that was no choice. Fate had put us there, and he just welcomed us right in.
And he welcomed you in as a brother.
Instantly. Took us around the house, showed us the house, went to sleep that night. The next day we woke up, went in the backyard, and there was three of every kind of toy anybody would ever want.
Did your life change instantly? Did you notice that your life was going to be completely different from yours?
I knew I was going to be in a bigger house.
Yeah.
You know, my dad was military, so I was used to being on military bases. And I was only 4 years old. I didn't have anything to compare it to.
Right.
But I knew it was going to be cool.
So you ended up becoming his bodyguard, right?
Years later, after about 12 years of living at Graceland and growing up there in the back lots of the studios, recording studios, the family times, everything together, in '72, Elvis said, David, I'm 60. He said, drop out of school, go to work for me. I was a problem child in school. Who liked me because I was David Stanley, a Presley stepbrother? So I had an identity crisis. Elvis understood it. Drop out of school, go to work for me. So one day in high school, the next day in Madison Square Garden's first concert of almost 1,000. Everywhere he went, I went. Monumental concerts, moments of glory. Unfortunately, all the way to the tragic demise.
Now, your book is about that. Your book is about addiction and what it eventually does to people. But
well, for Elvis,
yeah,
he got involved in prescribed medication, and that prescribed medication went from use to abuse, like it often does even today. And it happened to Elvis. He would take 2 things to sleep, 4 things to sleep, 5 things, 8, 12, 10. In the last 2 years of his life, this man was up to 33 sleeping pills a night and 9 shots of Demerol just to go to sleep, counteracted by some sort of amphetamine the next day. And there's the tragedy. I know a lot of people don't like to hear about that reality of Elvis's death and what happened to him, but he took too much one day on August 16th, 39 years ago this week, and it cost him his life. The decisions he made cost him his life.
Was there any, you know, you have this perspective now as an adult looking back at all of it. When you were in the midst of all of it, could you see how that could happen?
I could see Elvis on his medication and intensifying the medication. I mean, we did Aloha from Hawaii in 1973, huge concert. 1 billion people saw it live via satellite, one of the most monumental concerts Elvis ever did. 172 pounds. 2-3 years later, 255, slurring his words, forgetting his words, canceling shows, not in good shape. I mean, one just looks at a picture and sees the difference between, like in the cover of the book and the pictures you're showing here.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a dramatic change as a result of prescription medications, and no one could stop him. And the biggest heartbreak of my life, this guy was no king to me. This was no iconic superstar. This was a guy who had picked me up 17 years before, took me and his family, raised me as a father figure and a mentor. And that one day when I walked in that bathroom in Graceland Mansion, August 16, 77, and discovered his lifeless body, it hurt. And it hurt bad. It was also a saving grace for me because I was a rock and roller, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old on tour with Elvis Presley. I was into drugs and drinking and partying. When Elvis died, I realized if it can happen to him, it can happen to me. All these years later, I'm a grown-up, and I look back, and I'm a speaker now. I travel all over the country and talk about drug addictions and its dangers. I use this as a platform to communicate if it can happen to Michael, Whitney, Prince, Presley, and it can happen to anybody. The only difference is they were superstars. Somebody's husband, wife, son, daughter, father.
Amazing.
We got to reach out to them.
And ultimately, the great gift we got of the music, but that's a gift that you've got now that you're giving.
Well, that was left behind, part of the legacy. But hey, Elvis is the king. No one can dethrone him, and no one ever will.
Absolutely not. No way.
Ever.
All right. Of course, for more information on this, it is a great read. I could sit here and talk to you for hours, honestly. Wonderful book. Go to kcal9.com and check it out. Just click on Seen on TV. Thank you.